on Facebook. Hey everybody, this is Bobby Clue, Director of the Somerset-Pulaski County Chamber of Commerce, here with you for a brand new series we're doing, Chamber Spotlights. This is a brand new series where we're going out into the community. We're finding some great businesses, some great organizations, and we want to bring them into your house. We want to bring them in with you right now, and we want to educate you about what these businesses are doing, and most importantly, how you can help them, how you can connect with our local community just a little bit more. So I could think of nowhere better to have our inaugural Chamber Spotlight than here with Melissa Estep and SkyHope Women's Recovery Center. I believe everybody, if you've been down Monticello Street here, you've seen SkyHope, you know those beautiful butterflies, you know the mural on the wall, and you know a little bit about this place. But huge advocates at the Chamber, and we want to learn as much as we can. So Melissa, how are you today?
Great.
Thank you for taking the time to be our first Chamber Spotlight. So we love this, and we love you guys, and we wanted a chance to just talk a little bit more with you about SkyHope and, you know, how we can get more involved, how we can get the community involved, what you need, what are your needs, you know, what's the origin, where's, you know, tell us a little bit, before we go in, because it's 1,000 degrees out,
Yes.
can you tell us a little bit about just like the history of SkyHope, maybe like where, how, you guys have been here a couple of years now?
It will be 2 years tomorrow.
2 years tomorrow. Well, I knew that, obviously. That's why I didn't know that. That is perfect timing, though. And you've been here 2 years in this community. And tell me, kind of what's the mission here?
The mission here is to help women 18 and above recover from substance use disorder, however you want to term it. Because what we know is that using drugs and alcohol is just a symptom of their numbing. And so we get some deep internal healing and connection, and we help them learn to live life in recovery versus an active addiction.
Well, I tell you what, since it is a little warm out here and it is a little loud, there is a giant road here next to us. How about we go inside? Can we go inside for just a second and talk? Would that be okay? I'll follow you. You've got a key. I'll let you go in there. We'll follow you. Come on in, guys. Oh,
Much better.
look at that. That's much better. So, again, you know, we just want to know as much as we can. We want to educate ourselves with the facility and the organization. Maybe you can give us a little tour today,
Yes.
if time allows. And how many girls do you have over here right now?
We have 44 right now. It's a little down because of the COVID-19 restrictions and a lot of factors that complicated that. But we can house up to 100 when we have 4 cots for emergencies. We've had up to 102.
So, you know, you mentioned COVID-19. How has that impacted you all? Are donations down? It looks like attendance, participation is down a little bit just because there's not as many people that are being referred here. How has it impacted you all?
It has really disconnected us where we was completely enmeshed with the community, but it's disconnected us from the outside world, from the families. Donations have been down. It's going to hit financially hard, but our attendance is down because COVID-19 has just complicated the courts, and it's complicated probation and parole, it's complicated detox, it's just complicated everything, and getting people help until we could figure out a safe way to bring people in.
No, absolutely, and I want to thank you for letting us come in today and just spend some time with you. Again, it's important to find out ways that we can help you. Would you care if we did a quick little tour? It's okay, it's all right. We're live, where things are going to happen. You want to take a quick little tour, just show us around the facility here? Would that be okay?
We'll do a tour, and then I'll take you to the rooms where the community actually just decorated the rooms, and they made them feel homey.
Sure.
And they love the rooms. Some of the rooms can use a little upgrade And
Well, and I know you've got a couple of people back here you might want to at least recognize. I see CEO of Adonta back here, Tracy Horton, and just thought you might want to recognize who's here today.
Kim Worley, and he designed and
Kim knows all about this.
He knows all about
He's
this
the man.
building and this facility, and he really fought through some battles to finally get it up and running. And that's when he allowed me to come in and get the meats and potatoes on the inside.
And SkyHope is actually a program under the umbrella of Adonta. So, they're a massive organization. And quite frankly, you're probably one of the largest employers in our community. So, thank you for allowing us to come over today. Appreciate it.
Thank you for spotlighting SkyHope. And Adonta is very proud of SkyHope, and we're proud of the support from the community that we've received, and we hope that we can continue to give that support and keep the program moving forward.
Well, thank you so much. And Melissa, could you show us around and talk to us a little bit about this beautiful facility?
Well, this is the living room, and you have to have special privileges, so you have to be on step 10. I know I'm talking a different language.
Step 10 to be in here.
You have to be on step 10 to be in here, which means you're getting ready to complete the program and either transition out into employment, home, or the peer mentor's office. And so we've had great donations since Kim left us and stepped outside. We've had donations that helped decorate. The piano came from Sandon and Sandon, and Jen, Gobby, and Mike helped bring in an interior decorator to decorate everything. We just got recent donations from Holiday Inn, the hotel, paintings that Kim hasn't seen yet. And the art comes from Davy Dutton and local artists, so we have the community here.
It's a good thought about the hotels. A lot of times I know that they have to upgrade their couches and their TVs and all sorts of different things there at the different hotels. Sure, there's probably lots of good donations out there that you probably have pick of the litter with,
They have, they sleep on really nice hotel pillows.
Probably nicer than my pillow, in all honesty.
And we recently had curtains donated, and we're in the process of getting those up, and towels and washcloths from the hotels.
That's great.
And sheets.
One thing I'd asked you was how long is the recovery process? And you said there's not a time stamp on that. So there are some girls that are going to be here longer than others. Is that right?
There are some that will be here for 7 months to complete phase 1, and then they will transition out into employment or housing. And I was telling, I think it was Tracy or somebody, that the longer that we can keep them, the better recovery foundation they have, and the better they are to continue their program even after leaving here. They can stay here up to 2 years. We have one now that's been here 17 months, and they are the most resilient because they have a great foundation and they've done a lot of healing, and we want to keep them as long as we can. But we also don't want to be a deterrent to their journey. So if they're ready to transition out, then we will help them do that safely and through the connection of their community.
Well, let me ask you a question. Let's say that maybe I'm watching this today. Maybe I'm a woman that's watching this video right now, and I need some help with recovery. How would I start that process? Would I reach out directly to you, or how would that happen?
You can reach directly out to us by doing a pre-screen and by calling 606-425-4787. And we will guide them. If there is some complications as far as detox, we have partnerships with Recovery Works, the hospitals, that we can get them there and then work them in here. But they can come in here even if they haven't been detoxed, and our nurse watches their symptoms, and if they need medical intervention, we get those and then we bring them back. So we don't have to be clean of drugs and alcohol to come in here or detox, but sometimes it helps to go through that process first.
Is there anything else we could take a look at today?
Yes, I want to show you the rooms.
Great, let's do it. Oh, we're going to get to see the room. Okay, good.
That's our cafe.
again?
Our program is peer driven. So these ladies are the ones that does all the work. And they work one-on-one with them. They've come through the program, they've finished, and they are given back by teaching the classes and being one-on-one mentors with them. Hopefully there'll be several of these. Who's going to Virginia? Are going to Virginia to start up a new program in that state. So.
I'm in your way, I'm sorry. Come on through here.
On this other side,
This is a big building. How many square feet is this building? It is huge.
Kim,
There's 100 rooms.
Oh, Kim's not here.
That's okay. We can ask that on the way back
Yes.
out. This is such a big, it's like a hotel.
Yes, it is. Especially with the rooms decorated like they are.
Yeah.
This is Becky, your
Oh.
RN.
Hi.
She helps manages their.
You better introduce them to her, not.
Yeah, this is Becky. Hi. She helps coordinate their health care, their detox, and monitors, and helps teach them how to do that independently.
Sure. Very important job.
Yes, we are blessed to have her. She could make more money somewhere else. There is nobody in here. This is where we start off at, and this is called Safe Off the Street.
Now, what does this tell me again? This is called Safe Off the Street. This is
Yes.
this is day one right here.
This is day one here, and they are monitored 24 hours, 7 days a week, vitals taken, detox symptoms checked, and if they need to be taken to the hospital, then we do that, bring them back over here. Now, the hospital came in and just totally decorated the SOS dorm before we opened up because they wanted to make amends to a population that they have served and wanted to make a good partnership with the ladies, and we do have them go over to the LCMA clinic. Becky and I are actually going to go over there and talk to the residents and get them more involved with this process too. But here is where we gotta have more sheets, more washcloths, towels,
Wow.
washcloths and towels, and
Well,
basic hygiene.
Since we're talking about that, that's one thing that, I'm very interested in educating people watching today about. How can they help? What are some of the items that you all need? How can an individual citizen here in our community who may be watching this video, how can they help you? Can they make donations? Can they bring you food? Can they give you those washcloths that you're talking about? What can they do to help you?
They can donate washcloths and towels. They get wore out real quickly. Single sheets and bed covers is also a need because they get washed a whole lot.
Singles.
Yeah, they're single.
All individual beds.
Mattresses, vitamins, Flintstone chewables. Because we start trying to give their bodies back a balance because they are deprived of nutrients. And food donations is greatly accepted because not everybody is able to receive EBT services, so we have to feed everybody out of one pot, out of one lot. So getting food donations and milk donations and bread donations really goes a long way.
This isn't Goodwill, and I love Goodwill, but this isn't just a place where you bring your old stuff and you drop it off. There are specific needs that you have. Toiletries, food items, non-perishable things, sheets, mattresses, those are the types of things that you really need here. And those are things that we can all get together. If you're a business out there, maybe you get together as a group and you find out, you call down here and see what they need at that particular point. You talk to Melissa and you put a donation together from your office or your business. Or maybe you're just an individual at a business or a company or an organization and you just want to make a donation on a reoccurring basis. Maybe once a month you buy a bed sheet and you bring it down here or something like that. It all goes a long way. One thing that we like to talk about is that it takes an army to do what we do. And I think it's the same philosophy here. You've got a huge group of people that support SkyHope. I just think from what I hear sometimes, they don't know the best way to help. So that's why we're here today. We want to educate them on where those donations are going. And you see right here, that's where they're going.
Some of the ladies come in here with nothing but whatever they wear in, so they don't have shoes, they don't have socks, they don't have basic hygiene. They need food to resupply their bodies, restore it to its balance so that they can recover.
Sure. Do you have a room we can
Yes,
look at?
let's go to the rooms.
Right.
We don't know what those. We also have
Oh, look at that. That's good. So there's a gym in there. That's awesome.
Exercise is important for recovery because it actually helps to balance out the dopamine and serotonin. And once you stop using drugs and alcohol to numb the pain, then you start using food to numb the pain.
Right.
So these are other pictures from the hotel that they donated.
Which hotel?
Holiday Inn.
Oh, the Holiday Inn Express. Well, thank you, Holiday Inn Express.
And this is the Brooklyn foyer. We hope to get computers in here to help with education, college, as well as work. The Fletcher Group is giving us a grant to put computers in here, so this is going to be kind of like a study area.
Do you have people that come in and teach soft skills or anything like that to the people here? I know that I saw where Speedo recently was teaching a class on soft skills.
Yes.
And you know, those are so important.
They are very important.
And I'm sure people are coming in, they're teaching those skills and working with them.
Goodwill, and we've connected with Speedo. Other people have come in here and taught yoga, they've taught exercise, physical fitness, art, a lot of skills that they typically didn't know.
So that's another great, so if you can't make a monetary donation, maybe you can donate your talents.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you're an artist, or maybe you have a particular talent. Maybe you are a fitness trainer, or any number of things. You can come over here, you can get a hold of Melissa, and you can donate your time and your talent as opposed to your money. And that's another great way that you can help out SkyHope. That's an excellent point.
And it keeps us connected with the community because the community has to own this program. This is the community's program, and they have owned it since we started putting up boards.
Great. All right.
All of them. I keep forgetting to look at them. All of the rooms were decorated by the community. So whether it be church, individuals that lost loved ones, had suffered through substance in recovery themselves, they got together and they decorated rooms. And we have these little plaques that honor them about the rooms. The Lake Cumberland Realty Association has been a huge friend of ours. They do a fundraiser for us every summer, and we get art supplies that goes to our creative arts. But they decorated this room.
So this is the room for the Lake Cumberland Realtor Association. They decorated this room. Thank you to the Realtor Association.
Gives them a warm, homey place to decompress and meditate, and it's just really nice. It's not an institutional feel. It's more of like a homey feel. And the community did a great job about decorating. There are some rooms that could use a little sprucing up and added wall decor. So that's always another way that people can help. It's just inspirational wall hangings or sayings and decorations.
This is so nice. This is so much nicer than my first or second apartment. I'd just like to be on record. This is really, it's spacious, it's big, and what an opportunity these girls have coming in here. I mean, what an opportunity. I mean, we're blessed to have you all in our community. I'll just tell you right now. It's great that you're here. It's good to have you anywhere, but I'm so happy you're here. I mean, that's
here.
great.
We were supposed to be here. Somerset, or SkyHope was supposed to have came into Somerset in 1999. Was supposed to be the first, the first one allotted for as far as funding. That didn't happen, but it couldn't have happened at a better time because we're the last one.
You said you didn't do that first, you were the last one.
We were the last. But I'm glad that we were the last one because the community was really ready for it.
Yeah.
And they've been helping sweep these halls since before the walls were up. They helped do construction cleanup. They prayed over it. They have written scriptures on the walls. I mean, it's just been a wonderful process of watching it grow. And I'll just say that we love the chamber and how that you have really opened up your hearts to let me come in and blubber some opportunities.
Well, we're happy to help any way we can. You know, you don't have a bigger supporter. I mean, we really believe in the mission of SkyHope, and I don't know if they could have a better person running this place than you, Melissa. You've got such a deep passion for these girls, and I mean, it's not for everybody. I'll tell you what, if you don't have empathy and you don't have the right, set of skills, this wouldn't work, and you do a great job. So I want to thank you.
Make me tear up.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Well, I really like this. Maybe we'll do one more walkout here with everybody just so they can see.
There's actually three
talk a little
floors.
Bit. There's three. Oh, this is 3 stories here?
3 stories. This is actually one of the most of the units at Recovery Kentucky, which Don Ball and them got together out of the Healing Place. They took the Healing Place program and used resources so that it can be a free opportunity for recovery. Free opportunity to stay as long as you need to heal and feel loved. And they were all double units. So the ladies here are lucky that these are single units.
Yeah.
And they can also...
See, Lynn and Summer, I graduated with Summer.
Lynn and Summer loved on us through this room. And it also has some HUD funding behind it as well. So when they get into a room, they can take that HUD voucher and they can transition into a safe housing instead of...
Now, do you encourage them to stay here locally after they transition out of here with that HUD voucher, or can they...
So they can take that HUD voucher all across Kentucky wherever HUD is accepted, but we always encourage them to stay because if they stay connected with the program, then their recovery tends to generate, because they come back. Our sponsors are alumni from our program, and they give back.
You know, one thing we didn't talk about earlier that I'll just put in a plug for our chamber members. You know, one thing that good businesses are always looking for is good employees.
Absolutely.
And you're looking, guys, if you're looking for good employees, you won't find better ones than the graduates of this program. They want to work. They will pass a drug test. They will show up on time.
Early.
Yeah. These are the people, and I've heard these stories from dozens of our businesses here locally. Dan Cheshire talks about this daily. And I'm telling you guys, if you're looking for employees, again, talk to Melissa. There are people here that want to transition out of here. They're going to look for work, and they're going to do a really good job. This is the talent pool right here. So just think about that.
We have one that's getting ready to gain employment at TTAI. And if they can get on your front line, they can change the life of somebody that may be struggling in-house. They can actually change your workforce tremendously. Yeah. They can spread that recovery, and that's what we want them to do. So we've had several move here. One lady actually is working at Duraflame, and she went and got her kids and brought them here.
Good.
So we're building that recovery community.
No, I love that. I love that. That's one thing I just want to make sure to put that plug in, because I hear the stories, the success stories over and over, and I hear constantly from employers, I can't find any good workers. I can't find any good... Guys, they're right here. They're right here. They're going to leave here, and they're going to meet every criteria you're looking for. I mean, they're going to meet them.
Yes. We want to go this way.
Yeah, let's go back out. Let's head back out towards the front. I hate to interrupt your day, but I appreciate you taking the time.
And while they're here, they learn to do, they do all the work, they do all the housekeeping, they do all the mowing, weed eating. They even go over, last year they were taking out Jill Hayes' office. They were weeding and hers. And then they go around. We also go around and pick up garbage. So we're trying to always find things to do for the community because we are just honored that the community loves us so much.
You know, I would hate to see this place with 100 people in here. It's busy right here. This is a busy area right here, Melissa.
Are you going for seconds? Huh? This actually came from a high school student who painted a painting and donated it to SkyHope.
It's beautiful. Do you happen to know his name? I'm always looking for good art, local artists. I see it down there. I can't read it though.
It's a her, and I can't read it either.
Well, it's very pretty. And you know, the butterfly, does that have some symbolism for you all?
It does. The butterfly is.
Because I see the butterfly around a lot here. I was just wondering.
It is a symbolism of being in a dark place, like the chrysalis of the butterfly. And then as the sunlight hits it and it gets nutrients, then it starts to pull out of that chrysalis, and its caterpillar becomes a beautiful floating butterfly that adds such great beauty to the world.
Much like the girls here.
Yes.
Okay, I get it now. That makes a lot of sense.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
You don't realize it, but when that beauty and that love starts to radiate on the inside, it's just amazing to watch them just flourish.
That's fantastic.
We have a garden that our master gardeners and the county extension office helped us build. Hopefully we'll get that back up and running as well.
So are you guys, is the garden producing any vegetables right now?
A little bit.
Oh man.
We got some tomatoes out there.
Okay, that's exciting.
Got sunflower. It's going to get better once these restrictions are off.
Sure.
And actually, out here, these benches were made by a local person, and when they found out where it was going, they just gave it to us.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
They're really pretty.
We've got a lot of projects planned.
Like I said, it takes an army to do this. You know, it absolutely takes an army. Well, listen. We've made the full circle on at least this floor.
Yes.
This floor. Thank you again for allowing us to come in today, and I hope everybody has enjoyed this inaugural Chamber Spotlight, and I hope that you've learned a little bit more. Maybe you learned something new about SkyHope you didn't know. Maybe you found out a way you could help. If you can't make a financial contribution, maybe you can donate your time. You know, if that's not your thing, and maybe you're a business, again, there's a massive amount of good employees over here, of talent that you can hire from. There's lots of ways you can assist. You can call Melissa, I'm assuming morning, noon, or night, and she will answer any questions that you have. Give her a call and donate and give back to this place. It's a real blessing to have them in our community, and I want to thank you all for tuning in. Melissa, thank you, and thank you all very much as well. Appreciate it. Adonta is such a great community partner of the Chambers, and we appreciate you guys very much. So, in conclusion, how can we get a hold of y'all? Do you have a Facebook, website, phone numbers? How do we get a hold of you?
We do have a Facebook page, and it has a messenger. I'm pretty good about responding.
Just put in SkyHope, and will that get us here?
It'll get you here, and then they can call 606-425-4787. And we're open 24/7. There's staff here 24 hours a day.
Great. Well, listen, guys, thanks again. Tune in for our next Chamber Spotlight. We're going to be coming back with these weekly. And you guys stay cool out there. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good day.